I feel like a lot of people are waiting for that 6-week checkup with their physician to kind of say like, oh yeah, everything's good to go. And then I think people like it's implied that okay, now you can return to sex, which
Yeah.
I hate this idea because then it puts almost like a pressure on you. It's like, well, my doctor gave me the okay, so I should be back at sex. And yeah, so can you speak a little bit about that?
Yep. So look, the 6 week mark is really the time in which a normal injured body part will take to heal. Okay. So in this instance, we're talking about the uterus, and the uterus is basically an open wound. And so we don't allow anything to be inserted for risk of infection. Okay. Someone has a knee surgery, we are keeping that skin incision closed and really, really sort of like safe so that there's no risk of infection. So 6 weeks is just the minimum healing time with which we are not worried about infection. So that's what we're sort of talking about at this 6 week mark, where we're like, yes, theoretically, you no longer have a risk of infection. Does that mean that your perineum, your vagina, is ready to have penetrative intercourse? Not necessarily. If we haven't done anything for it, I don't know why we would assume that it's ready. And
Mm,
again, going back to the knee surgery, do I allow any of my patients to run at the 6 week mark? 95%, no way. Not unless we've hit other criteria. And that's what the 5 step protocol is about, is it's giving women definitive criteria that if you can do this, then you can go to the next step. If you can do this, you get to go to the next step. And then really the sixth step is the intercourse, right?
mm.
Because you've done all the other steps, which sort of gives you that clearance and that confidence that, like, I think this is going to be okay because I have now empowered myself to make sure of it.
Yeah.
So, 6 weeks is really like a minimum healing time, and that's it. And that's what we need to start educating women on. Is it's not really a clearance to have sex. It's just that you no longer have a risk of infection.
Right. Yeah, I love that. I wish all this stuff, I guess it's starting to get better, but like I wish all this
Yeah.
stuff was just like, you know, all the information was given to us, but it's not
Right.
yet.
And I mean, think about how old Milo is. Like, you
Yeah.
only had a baby how long ago? And did you have this information?
I'm lucky.
I know. Caveat, caveat.
Yeah, I am lucky. And yes, because I saw a pelvic floor physio when I was pregnant, and my
Yeah.
friend happened to be a physio. My husband's a urologist. Like,
Mhm.
and I'm also the type of person that like will research the shit out of everything. So, but like, did I still do all the stuff that I could have done? No, but I probably did more than the average person. But
Right.
what I found infuriating was that, I would talk about these things online, and so many women who had had multiple babies or who were pregnant, like, had no idea, like, what's a pelvic floor physio? Like, I still get those
Yeah.
comments on TikTok, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like, there's so much education to be done, and, hopefully changes in what the like standard of care is
Yeah.
for women. And yeah, so thanks for
Yeah.
contributing to that change.